It's crazy, bro. It's crazy because I know how successful I can be. Whew. Man, I'm gonna be absolutely transparent, right? I'm in a college dorm. I'm in university. I chose to go to college for the simple reason to expose not only myself, but my brand to eyes and to others that it could not have possibly reached while I was in New Orleans. And I try my absolute best to not shy away from that idea that 18-year-old kid had, 18-year-old kid had before deciding to leave from New Orleans to go to ATL, a place where he would be uncomfortable. And while my brand has had the numbers, the success, I've seen it all, but of course, I've made decisions that hindered the growth for my brand. And as someone who's growing, especially in the realm of the CEO, you have to learn from these things. And while I did fall on my butt, I've gotten back up. But what I've realized is that it's taking me time. It's taking me time to rebuild and build. And while I do understand good things do take time, it can get frustrating for me because I understand how pivotal speed can be in the game of fashion or just in anything that you do, and even consistency. And what I've realized is that by me taking the time to rebuild on the back end so that I can be intentional, Instagram followers have started to drop. Not that is something that bothers me, but it's still a metric that I could look at and see that, okay, people are actually making a decision to unfollow this brand or this account. And it adds more fuel to the fire and inspires me even more to keep going. I am being patient with myself. I am giving myself grace. I am a one-man team right now. And what I'm building is something that I imagine that other people could call theirs. Yes, it's my brand, but I want to put it in a position where other people could be like, Perfik Circo feels like my brand. I get confirmation to this day, even when I wear, the item like the pocket sweatsuit or something like that, or see somebody on a college campus. Like I've seen somebody on a college campus today wearing Perfik Circo, and there was these, incoming freshmen that's coming in, that's class of 2029. They like, that's Perfik Circo. So they're catching on already, and it's like, it's normal. It's normal. And I would say that with this brand, I've realized a long time ago that I don't want to do it just for myself. Yes, it is a vehicle and an outlet for me to express myself and to bring the ideas that God blesses me with and places on my heart to share with others in the world, and even allow them to feel a certain way where they can step outside the house and absolutely be themselves and feel like they are anointed to be on this earth. For me, it starts with understanding, what is it that I want to build? What is the mission? What is the core message? What is the tagline? What's the brand personality? How do you want people to perceive this thing when they hear it, when they see it, or even when they feel it, the garment texture? Those things being very intentional. And even the target audience, that's something that I've shied away from a very long time, but I've realized is that even in the game of content, you must understand, and it's very great to understand the demographics and psychographics and even the dynamic of the person in which you're trying to target or who you making this for. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy because I know how successful I can be based on not just the success that I've already accomplished or experienced, but just knowing how powerful and knowing what I am capable of. Perfik Circo and myself can be so much bigger. And with that idea, I hate to even think about it, with just me. I like to always think about it with a team of people around me where I can literally get on the phone with them 11 p.m. at night and enjoy the problems and problem solve together. And in that moment where we're problem solving together at this very unusual time, we are both growing to become better individuals in this thing we call life. And what I never want to happen is for me to build something so big and I'm the only one who has something to show for it. I'm the only one who has the ability to brag about it. I'm the only person who can enjoy that thing. No, I want to share it. I want to help other people, because what I realize is that even when you're chasing your dreams the correct way, because understanding that if you want to be your best self, you cannot do it by yourself. God put us on this earth to connect with one another. And just understanding that principle, I don't want to build anything alone. And it's especially when the fall semester of my first semester of junior year, I hope that makes sense. When that comes around, something I'm going to have to constantly remind myself, especially being that I'm Mr. Junior, I hold all these student leadership roles at an HBCU. I have to remind myself that I'm not alone. I have to remind myself that I don't have to do it alone. If I decide to do it alone, that's because I made the decision too. And that's not a wise decision, especially being with the position that I'm in this very moment today. That's what I really wanted to get off my heart. As always, I appreciate y'all. Y'all are powerful. Y'all are great. Y'all are amazing. You are your creative self. You are your best self. Believe that, understand that, and walk like that. And I'ma see you another time.